Hi, my name is Bryan Kleist. I am the acting Vice Chairman of the Wisconsin Speleological Society. And today I'd just like to talk a little bit about awards that are given out by the organization. One of the awards is the Digger of the Year. And here in Wisconsin we do a lot of digging just because the caves have been filled in by glacial sediments. And unlike some other states, people are just able to go in and find the voids, and the voids are large enough that they can get in there. You don't have to do much digging. But here in Wisconsin things are a little bit different. Things are filled in pretty well by the glaciers. And so what we do is we go in, we excavate the sediment, anywhere from sand, clay, a mixture of the different types of sediments, plus the rocks that are in there, which is the limestone. And here in the Fox Valley area anyways, we have a couple caves, one at Ledgeview Nature Center and then another at Cherney Maribel Caves County Park, both of which have dolomitic limestone. We're part of the Niagara Escarpment. And the difference being with this type of limestone, it's calcium carbonate, but it has magnesium in the composition of it. This makes a bit more dense rock. But it's nicer to work with if you're doing any artwork, cutting stone and polishing it. So in the past what the organization has done is they've given this here pry bar out as the reward for the person that's done the majority of the digging in the year. And I thought I'd take it a step further and make a couple new awards. Since there's so many diggers, decided on creating 3 different ones. The pry bar is nice, but we tend to use shovels more often, so what was created for the first award was a golden shovel. And we went down the line, we went gold, silver, and bronze. Here we have a piece of dolomitic limestone. This one here is from Ledgeview Nature Center. It comes out of the Carolyn Caverns system, and it was found in the wishing well. A lot of times when we're crawling around looking for new openings in the passages, we'll break into a dome, and I thought this was appropriate because the rock itself has a depression in it similar to what a dome might look like when you're crawling into a new area. And also, to go with that, kind of followed the ribbon idea. This one here, we've got a blue colored plate, and it has a marble texture to it. It says on here, Wisconsin Speleological Society Digger of the Year. Now I'm going to turn this around so you can see what it looks like. The red indicates iron oxides in the rock. Now these were sprayed with a polyurethane. That gives it a wet look, and also kind of creates a bonding agent so it won't crumble over time. But it's a very neat sculpted rock. Now for the second award, we have the silver shovel. We use this quite often when we're digging as well. And what we have is the corresponding red marble plate, which would be a second place red ribbon. And marble is appropriate since it's nothing more than metamorphosized limestone. Now this rock was taken out of the Tartarus cave system, not too far from the Conjunction Dome. If you're coming in from the Tartarus side, it would have been found just before the pillar on the back, in the back part of the cave passage. Now I'll turn this a little bit. You can see there's flow stone here. This rock had to come out. It was somewhat loose in there, and when the lower sediment removed, this just fell down. I used a concrete saw to cut this end here. I wanted to show some of the detail. So it was cut with a concrete saw, then a stone grinder ground it down a bit, and then I hit it with the sander with 40 grit. used birch branch here to support the end. It wasn't necessary. I do have 1/2-inch oak plugs, so there's holes that are drilled in the bottom of the rocks as well as into the wood Lazy Susan. So it was supported there okay without the birch, but I thought, well, over time, just to prevent something from cracking or breaking, the best thing would be to use it. Okay, now for the third award, we have the bronze shovel. Now this we don't really use. We don't use little shovels, but had to have something. This is smaller in size to the other 2 awards, but we do have a green plate here, which they didn't have a white or yellow or whatever the third ribbon would be, but the next one color that they had, which would be the sequence, is the green. This is another rock that was taken out of the Tartarus cave system. Here again I use a concrete saw to cut this. You'll see some red iron oxides in here. Okay, and you can actually lift this one out of the wood pegs, and the bottom was cut also, so you can see the neat textures in the rock and the layers and swirls in it. Thank you for taking the time to view this video, and I hope you come out and give us a hand and help us become a member, and one of these can be yours for a year. Thank you very much.